loves, it's Michi. I am so excited to be talking to you guys right now. I have a lot to get through, so let's get started. This is mostly just a video for myself to transition back into YouTube and, starting my channel, which is basically what I've been trying to do for about 3 years. I want to talk to you guys about why I haven't really pursued it anymore and why I stopped filming, amongst other things. I just want to give you guys a whole life update, so yeah. I want to start this video with a quote. It goes, "You are too smart to be the only thing standing in your way." The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is exactly what I said before, which is why I stopped filming and why I'm starting again. So basically, I struggle a lot with anxiety and it affects my life daily, but mostly the worst thing it does is that it stops me from pursuing my dreams or just my hobbies in general. I love filming and recording and editing, but I can't do it because every time I make a video and I spend hours editing it and making it perfect, I just delete it because I find something I don't like, and even a small little thing will just give me the worst anxiety. And I don't want to say that I care a lot about what people think, but my anxiety does, and it's horrible. So that's the main reason why I haven't. So I want to film this video more to just put it out there to, once I send this video out, like that's it, I've started and it's a huge step for me. So that's the main reason why I'm making this video. Another reason is because I want to answer some questions that a lot of people have been asking me, and I'm just gonna put it out here, and if anyone ever asks, here you go, there's a whole video on it. But basically, yeah, I moved to Italy and it's been a year. It's been the most amazing and craziest year of my life, but a lot of people ask me because they too want to move away and they don't know how, or they're like scared to, or like they're iffy, and this is basically my tips to you. One is to never think that money is a problem. Money is never a problem. If you really want something, you will find a way to get it, It might not be easy, but you could always find a way. And I don't want to sit here and tell you guys, oh, it was super easy. I found a way because I did have my dad here and I did have a house. But a lot of people move for many different reasons, and some worse than just because they have the opportunity to. And if you really want it, you could do it. Trust me, you could do anything in life if you really want it, if you really set your heart out to it. If you want to study, there's scholarships, there's grants, a bunch of things you could do, especially here in Italy. Like, there's a lot of programs here that have English courses. So if you don't want to stick to your university in the States, you can move here completely, which is also fine if you think you want to live here already, or if you really like it, if you've already been here. So that's another tip. Second tip is to do your research. You can't move overnight, but well, I moved in 3 days, but it was different. I came with one suitcase. Are you kidding me? I left everything. But do your research. There's a lot of different places. There's a lot of different cities. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most expensive city or the capital of the country you're moving to. It could be another city close to the capital, which is cheaper. You can find better roommates. It's more of a university city instead of the main capital, which would be more expensive. You just have to do your research, find what options you have, and it is so simple. Tip number 3 is to just do it. Once you have everything planned and you're really wanting to do it, don't overthink it. Don't be like, oh no, because I have all my friends here and everything. Like, you are young, and the best time to study abroad and to, expand your horizons basically is while you're young. You're not gonna do it when you have kids or when, you have a stable relationship and you want to move for like 5 to 6 months. You can, but it's gonna be way harder and you're gonna, dread it more than if you just do it while you're young and while you still have time. So that's another tip for me to you. The third thing I want to talk about is how to stay positive and how I try to stay positive. I'm not positive all the time at all, mostly the opposite. I tend to put myself down a lot. I get really frustrated really easily and get into ruts. But I've found a few tips that help me get out of these ruts. So the first tip is to live in a positive environment, and that's just in general. Have, your friends, have them be positive with you. Don't stay in toxic relationships with friends, with just boyfriend, girlfriend, with anyone. You have to learn how to find the toxic relationships in your life and cut them out immediately, and that's something I've learned how to do, and I think I've gotten really good at doing. Cutting toxic relationships out of your life is key to staying and remaining positive, because if you have those toxic vibes, those negative vibes constantly around you, even if you don't notice them immediately, they will put you down as well, and that's not good for you. The second tip is to go slow, and by that I mean to just take your time with things. don't get really frustrated easily, and because that really puts you in a negative place, and that's what I struggle with. You know, I'll be studying for an exam, and if I immediately don't understand a topic, I will put myself down and I will just sit there and be like, all right, that's it, I don't understand anything. And I've learned to just go slow. If I don't understand something, either skip it, come back to it, go slow. And that's with anything. If you're having a problem in your life, you know, if you could skip it for a second, just skip it, go to your positive place, do something that makes you happy, and then you can come back to it and just handle it with calm and like a clear head. Third tip is to not let fears get in the way of you and your dreams, and that's what I'm dealing with right now. You know, if you have something you've always wanted to do, but you have this fear that like you're gonna be bad at it, or that you're scared of what people are gonna say or judge you, like let that go completely, because you only live once and you have to do what makes you happy, because no one else is living their life trying to make you happy, are they? No, you're the one that has to make yourself happy, and that's what I've learned as well. Fourth tip is to add positivity to someone else's life. Make sure you're not being the negative person. You know, you never want to be, but just make sure that you're making someone's life positive, and that in turn makes you positive, because they'll be radiating that energy back to you. And you know, making someone else happy and helping someone else just generally always makes a person happy, because you feel like a great person. You know, it's kind of narcissistic sometimes, but it is what it is, and it really will help you be positive. Last tip is to always start your day in a positive way. Never get up, you know, dreading to go to school, dreading to go to work. Get up, be positive. There's a lot of meditating apps that really help me, you know. Sometimes I like listening to podcasts that are helping me, reminding me to stay positive, help with anxiety and everything. Don't start your day by going on Instagram and getting in that rut of like criticizing yourself or criticizing others, because at the end of the day, that is what Instagram does sometimes. You go on it and you see all these perfect girls that are mostly photoshopped, but you think, wow, why can't I look like that, or this and that? And usually that's the first thing everyone does, go on Instagram or go on Twitter, and you know, just start off your day in a more positive way. Listen to some podcasts, you know, watch some YouTube videos if you want, that like make you happy or make you feel positive. And yeah, meditation helps too. There's a lot of apps that are great for either sleeping and going to sleep positive, or waking up positive. So yeah, that's the last thing I want to talk to you guys about. And now I want to talk to you more about my life update and myself. You know, if you know me personally, you know that Miami was such a toxic place for me. The people I was surrounded with, just in general, the city was not for me. And ever since I moved back, I've been so much more positive, so much more happy. And I think it really shows. And I just want to, you know, it's been a tough year, because moving, you know, is never easy, even if you do already have everything here, which, you know, for the most part, I had a house, you know, I didn't need much other than a roof to sleep under, but it's still been hard, you know, starting school, making new friends, missing my old friends, making new memories here. But it's been such a journey, and I'm so excited. And yeah, so the next step for me is really to just do what I want to do, you know, don't let my fears hold me back, and not care about what other people say. And yeah, I'm really excited to continue this journey, and I hope you guys stick and see where life takes me. So yeah guys, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because I will be back with more. Okay, bye!